Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Report has it that Ebony's family has, beaten the Lafogidi Oriki poet to stupor for, composing and singing a song of reconciliation for the Oni of Ife and Queen Naomi. Yes, so they said the Lafogidi poet, who is supposed to, make songs for Ebony or any other person, decided to stand on the side of Olori Naomi and compose and sang an amazing song for Olori Naomi and the Oni of Ife. And they said the song has just been released over the weekend, that it is such an amazing song. Now, for those of you who may not know who an Oriki poet is, who is an Oriki poet? An Oriki poet is often a trained oral historian and praise singer attached to a royal household, noble family, or prominent lineage. Their role is both cultural and spiritual, often passed down through generations. Okay, what do they do? One of the major things that the Oriki poet does is to praise the monarch and royal lineage. They chant the Oriki of the king Oba during, public ceremonies, palace event, coronation festivals, and, private gatherings. This chant recall the deed, ancestry, mystical powers and qualities of the monarch. Number two, Oriki is more than just a praise. It's believed to invoke destiny, inner strength, and ancestral, blessings in royal families. This is taken seriously. An Oriki poet, words are thought to carry spiritual energy. As say, number three, they do preservers of history. Many royal Oriki contain deep historical references, wars fought, lands conquered, ancestors, name, deities served. Oriki poet act as oral historian, especially in kingdoms where written history was limited. So in the palace of the Oni of Ife, they have their own Oriki poet, and the royal families, different royal families have their own Oriki poet. Children grow up in royal families to, embrace the trade and begins to write. Even in the US, in Australia, you have Yoruba children who are poets. They write. Who write poetry, and they sing songs for their obas. Like one of those songs that was released during the 50th birthday of the Oni of Ife, the song that went viral. It was an Oriki poet based in Australia, a small boy that put that song together. So right now they say an Oriki poet that is said to be a member of the Lafogidi dynasty wrote and composed a song praising Oni of Ife and Queen Naomi, thanking Oni of Ife for giving for fighting hard for the love of his life. They said this boy, his own is drawn that where he is getting his inspiration from is romance, that the boy likes to write romantic books and all of that, and because of the love story behind Oni of Ife and Queen Naomi's drama, the boy took interest in it and started writing songs, and that was how he wrote the song and sang it for Olori Naomi and Oni of Ife. But they said that something happened. The boy was going to coming back from match football, the local football match, okay, and that some people intercepted that boy on the road and beat the living light out of that boy. Now, the family of the boy, right there, members of the Lafogidi dynasty, are claiming that it was Ebony's family, Ebony's extended family that did that to the boy. They beat the living daylight out of the boy. All getting upset over the fact that the boy had the audacity to write a song praising Queen Naomi and the Oni of Ife, and yet that boy is coming from the Lafogidi dynasty. That it was, something that didn't go well at all. They never liked it at all. So the family of this Oriki poet now, Adebola, they said they have brought the issue to the Lafogidi to the Odua Traditional Council over the fact that their son was beaten to stupor and was hospitalized. And they believe that the boys who did that are people, as in boys from Ebony's household, extended families, all these cousins and all of that. Normally, they'll be on the side of their own daughter and seeing what you're doing, especially when they are all aware that Ebony is going through a serious hurt. It's something that they are not taking kindly. This has messed them up so much, and that was the reason why they beat up this boy so much. Now, why this song that this boy created, why did it affect them so much? It affected them so much because the song is making a lot of meaning in the palace. Basically, they said the boy was talking about the fact that Oni of Ife and Queen Naomi are meant to be together, that their love is from above, that the gods put them together, and there is nobody in this world that has the capacity to, undo what God has done. And basically, a small boy, they said he was thanking the Oni of Ife for also making effort to ensure that he brought the most beautiful queen in the world back to the palace, that things are changing in the palace and everything is changing because of Olori Naomi, that there is nobody who does not know that Naomi carries grace. There's nobody who does not know that there is fruitfulness in a place where Naomi is. That the boy made 3 songs, 3 good songs, different songs, blessing Oni of Ife and blessing Olori Naomi. Sorry, I am outside if you're hearing that sound. And that did not go well with the Lafogidi members of the Ebony's family in the Lafogidi's dynasty, and that was why they beat him up so much when he was coming back. Now, the family, in fact, they said there is so much problems right now because Ebony family is saying that should anything happen to their son, they should hold Ebony responsible. And Ebony is saying, look, how can they hold me responsible? I've got nothing wrong to do with this. If some people met your son and beat up your son, maybe you should go back and find out from your son if there is something or people he is personally having issues with. Do not come and put it on me because it's got absolutely nothing to do with me. There's Ebony crying when she was called upon to come and answer if she has anything to do with this, if she sent anyone there, if she sent anyone after the boy. Ebony say, how can I? That I have nothing to do with this. And the reason why Ebony is crying is because when things were okay, nobody would have summoned Ebony to ask Ebony this kind of question. Kabiyesi will be there. Kabiyesi has always been an amazing covering to Ebony and his other wives. But then again, right now, I think this is a time where Ebony will get to understand that you do not play with what is precious that you have because of jealousy. Because everything that has pushed Ebony to where she is now is jealousy. This is what is going on. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged rumors, unverified information making the rounds on social media.